Hello everyone. So in the last class I was explained about the classification of the class Amphibia. So today let us know about the type study of frog. So frog, it is comes under the kingdom Animalia, phylum Chordata, superclass Tetrapoda, class Amphibia, order Anura, genus Rana, species Tigrina. So here you can see, so this is Rana tigrina. So let us know about the habit and habitat of the frog. So here Rana tigrina is commonly known as Indian bullfrog, and it is carnivorous in habit, and habitat it lives in water or land. So let us come to the morphology of a frog. So the body is bilaterally symmetrical. The skin is slimy and smooth. So as I said, there is a presence of skin glands. So the skin is slimy, soft and smooth. So the dorsal side is dark grey in color and ventral side is yellowish in color. So next is division of the body. So body is divisible into two regions, namely head and trunk region. So head is semicircular in shape. The blunt snout is present at the anterior end of the body. So mouth is located at the terminal end of the head, you can see in this image. So here the head is semicircular in shape. The blunt snout is present at the anterior end of the body. The mouth is located at the terminal end of the head. You can see here the mouth is located at the terminal end of the head, and it is bounded by upper and lower jaws. So you can see a pair of nostrils, the external nostrils are present on the dorsal side of the snout, and behind that nostrils a pair of eyes is situated. So just behind the nostrils, so presence of pair of eyes, and the eyes are provided with 3 eyelids. So eyes are provided with 3 eyelids, upper and lower eyelids and nictitating membrane. So nictitating membrane is the third eyelid which covers the eye or protect the eye. And so just behind the eye a circular area which is situated, so that is tympanic membrane. So tympanic membrane is circular area situated just behind the eyes, which receives sound waves from the atmosphere. Okay, so here mouth is head is semicircular, blunt snout is present at the anterior end of the body, and mouth is located at the terminal end of the head, which is bounded by upper and lower jaws, and a pair of external nostrils present on the dorsal side of the snout, and just behind that there is a presence of a pair of eyes, and eyes are provided with 3 eyelids, upper and lower eyelids and nictitating membrane, that is the third eyelid, and a circular area which is situated just behind the eyes, that is calling as a tympanic membrane, which receives the sound waves from the atmosphere. Thus the frog have no external ears, so external ears are absent here, and a pair of vocal sac is found in the males. So here presence of vocal sac, so they are pouches of the skin opening on the floor of the mouth. So they are responsible for the production of a croaking sound. which is present only in males. So now next let us know about the trunk. So the trunk bears two pairs of limbs, so namely hind limb and forelimbs. So here presence of forelimbs and hind limbs. The forelimbs are smaller than the hind limb. That means hind limbs are larger than the forelimbs. So forelimbs consist of three distinct regions, namely a proximal upper arm, that is also calling as branchium, middle forearm, that is antebranchium, and a distal hand, that is manus. So here forelimb consists of three distinct regions, and the hand is divided into three regions. So distal hand, which is divided into three regions, that is a wrist, that is nothing but carpus, a palm, that is nothing but metacarpus, and fingers. So here forelimbs, which consist three distinct regions. In that the hand divides into again three regions: wrist, palm, and fingers. So in the males, a cushion-like pad develops on the index finger during the breeding, that is calling as a nuptial pad. So the hind limbs are longer than the forelimbs, and these hind limbs are used for jumping and swimming. So here the hind limbs are more longer than the forelimbs. The hind limbs are used for jumping and swimming purpose. So each hind limb consists of three regions, namely a proximal thigh, that is nothing but femur, a middle shank, that is crus, and a distal foot, that is pes. So the foot in turn is divisible into three regions, namely an ankle, tarsus, an instep, metatarsus, and the toes. So hind limbs of Rana tigrina have 5 toes. So you can see in this. So forelimbs are smaller than the hind limbs. So hind limbs are larger than the forelimbs. So the hind limbs are used for jumping and swimming purpose. So here, so forelimbs and hind limbs. So as I said, the forelimbs that consist three distinct regions: proximal, upper arm, middle forearm, and distal hand, and a hand that consists again three regions: wrist, palm, and fingers. So hind limb also consists of three distinct regions, that is proximal thigh, you can see thigh, and the middle shank, and distal foot. And foot in turns again divides into three regions, namely ankle, instep, and toes. So Rana tigrina has 5 toes. So first toe is called as hallux. So the hind limbs of Rana hexadactyla has 6 toes. Hence the name is hexadactyla, because of presence of 6 toe in the case of Rana hexadactyla. In the case of Rana tigrina has 5 toes, and the first toe is that is calling as a hallux. So hind limb of Rana hexadactyla that consists 6 toes, because hence the name hexadactyla. So additional toe that is calling as a prehallux. And you can see in the toes, that is hind limb toes, so here toes are webbed, and at the posterior end of the trunk there is an opening that is calling as cloacal apertures. So this is about the trunk. Okay, so forelimbs and hind limbs. So next is a sexual dimorphism. So as I said, so sexual dimorphism, here male and female frog. So it exhibits sexual dimorphism. So the male is smaller than female, or male is smaller in size but female larger in size. So the ventral surface of the trunk is rough in male, whereas smooth in females. And vocal cord. So vocal cord is or vocal sac or vocal cord is are found only in male frog and absent in females. So you can see here the vocal sac. So a pair of vocal sacs are found in males. They are pouches of the skin opening on the floor of the mouth. So you can see in this. And so the male has a nuptial pad. So I said the nuptial pad. So in the case of male, a cushion like pad develops on the index finger. You can see in this image. So index finger, there is a cushion like a pad. So during the breeding season, it develops. So it is called as a nuptial pad. So this nuptial pad helps to make grip the female during the copulation. Okay, so it is called as a nuptial pad, which is developed on the index finger during the breeding season. Okay, so breeding season alli banbittu develop agutte nuptial pad. So only in male frog, not in female. So males are produced with the help of this vocal sac, that is vocal cord. Males are produce croaking sound during the breeding season to attract the female frog for copulation. So usually the louder and longer calls are attracted the females. So here presence of the sexual dimorphism in between the male and female frogs are. So male is smaller in size but females is larger in size. The ventral surface of the trunk is rough in the case of male, whereas in the case of female, ventral surface of the trunk is smooth. Vocal cords are found only in male frogs and absent in female. So the male has nuptial pad, and the males are produce croaking sound during the breeding season to attract the female frog for copulation. So here you can see all the parts. So body is divisible into head and trunk. So head is that consists of semicircular head, snout is blunt, and mouth is located at the terminal end, and presence of a pair of nostrils. Behind that, presence of pair of eyes, and eyes contains 3 eyelids. So upper, lower and nictitating membrane. And also here presence of behind the eyes, there is a presence of tympanic membrane. You can see tympanum or tympanic membrane. And presence of a pair of vocal sac. So vocal sacs found in males. So pouches, they are the pouches of the skin opening of the floor of the mouth. So they are responsible for the production of croaking sound. So in the trunk, it contains 2 pairs of limbs, forelimb and hind limbs. So forelimbs smaller than the hind limbs. Forelimbs are contains 4 digits and hind limbs that contains 5 digits. So here hind limbs are longer than the forelimbs, that is used for jumping and swimming or leaping and swimming purpose. And at the posterior end of the trunk, there is an opening that is called as a cloacal aperture. Okay, so this is about the morphology of a frog. So thank you.